Have you ever wondered how to get people interested in whatever you're going to say, especially when you're giving a speech? How to do that? And here I want to talk a little bit about the topics that people find it interesting from from the book that I've currently read is the Guide of Public Speaking. So that three thing is you talk about some something new about the old. The second one is you talk about themselves because the best topic is ourselves. We think about us in majority time of the day, and the third one is to talk about people. First, we're going to talk about something that is all something that we already know, because if it's something that is truly new, when people cannot relate to it, they become disinterested with things that you might want to say next. That's why what we have to do is to know our audience and understand or try to know what things that they already know and explain on that a little bit. For example, people around your area eat a lot of something like shell food, and then you can give a speech about how dirty is that food actually is, because that shell living things, it's living on the bottom of the sea and eating all the sediments, all the dirty things down there. Then when you're saying that, people will hook when hearing your ideas, because it's something that they already know, but it's new about that thing. That's one way to use it. The second thing is we try to, if we in conversation, the easiest way for us to become a better conversationalist is to asking themselves a question. The question can be asking about their family, their job, their relationship with their families, and their dreams, ambitions, hobbies. If you're only asking this question, even you're not talking much, you become a great conversationalist. All of a sudden, it doesn't take a lot of effort, because the moment you ask that question, they become interested in you, because that topic is something that we as human loves about it, talk about ourselves. And also when we're not doing anything, for example, after we did our task, then we sit down. Usually we'll be fantasize, we'll be dreaming, we will have this imagination of our dreams life. So that's what we usually do, it's the truth. So that's why, to make people interested, is to talk about themselves, ask question that is personal to them. The third one that I want to share is we talk about people. This is much more effective than we're speaking about ideas that is abstract. People will find it hard to pay attention to it because it's heavy in information. But when we're talking about people, they love hearing it. That's why you see a lot of people gossiping each other, and they like doing that. And then their eyes just wide open, and they simply all ears when you're about to tell a gossip. So why not, when you want to make a point, tell them in a way of people, comparison of people. For example, if you want to talk about consistency, you can use yourself also as an example. Tell them how before this you always setting up big goals and do big things, but after quite some time you left it all behind because it's hard to do and it's not the best way to build consistency. Instead, to build that is to start with something small. Example like that. That's about it that I want to share today. How to talk about things that people will be interested in. The first one is we want to talk about things that is known, but new things about that. The second thing is we talk about themselves, because we like to think of ourselves. We like to dreaming to. So that's why that personal question can be really powerful for them to be interested in conversation, because it's about them. The third one is to talk about people, give an example of people doing that but not successful, but people who doing this can become successful. So that's about it that I want to share. Thank you.